Well, no mai, haere mai, I'm Monique Bradley here at Us On Restaurant in Parnell. And how are we feeling tonight, team? Feeling good? Yeah! We've got a live studio audience in this gorgeous restaurant, and we are super excited to be here with the lady of the moment, Acacia Walker, runner-up on the international stage from Miss Asia Pacific International. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you feeling?
Oh, you're pretty good. Thank you very much for asking. Well, tonight's a big night. We've got a whole bunch of invited guests here who are watching the streams on their phone. We've got you guys watching live around the world. And if you have ever dreamed of being part of a beauty pageant, or if you want to know all the details, all behind the scenes about what it was like being part of Miss Asia Pacific International, this is your chance to ask Acacia herself. So first of all, Acacia, I want to know, you mentioned before, oh, we can see the stream going out, you mentioned before that pageantry was quite a new thing for you.
Yes.
So what got you into starting up with being part of the pageant scene?
Well, initially I was approached, and my concept of pageants was good, but at the same time I wasn't really sure if that was something that was for me. But then I really looked into the pageant, and it's quite prestigious. It's been around for a long time, and the values that they stand for are really credible, I think. So it's beauty and diversity, so it's really promoting like women being different in their own skin and being confident in who they are. So when I really looked into it that way, I was really confident in going, and I heard that we were going to the Philippines, so that was definitely a highlight for me. Yeah.
A real bonus.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've worked with women in pageants for a number of years. I've been a media coach and a media trainer for so many women on the international stage, and the perception is out there that beauty queens are just a whole bunch of beautiful women, nothing in their heads, and all they do is get up there and look great in a bikini. What was your experience like, and how are you going to bust that myth?
I really can honestly say right now that pageants are really hard work. Like, putting in the effort into yourself and the training that goes into it to really present yourself the way you want to be seen it's hard. I mean, I was there for 3 weeks, well, till the coronation. It was 3 weeks for the pageant and the competition. We didn't get to sleep, barely got to sleep. It was very high intensity. Like, I've literally never worked so hard in my life. I used to do 6, you know, the juice bar?
Yeah.
I was doing like 50 to 60 hour weeks at Tank, and I still can't even say that was, I could definitely say that it was harder. Yeah, and it really tested everyone's personalities, you know, like when you haven't had sleep, you haven't really eaten much, it really does make your true colours shine. So, but a lot of the girls, you know, were lovely, and I really think I did well. Like, I think the hardest part was holding yourself well after like being exhausted. Yeah.
Wow. So what sort of training did you have to undertake to get ready for the pageant?
So I didn't really, my training wasn't very intense before I left. The hard training really started when I got there, and I kind of learnt the hard way. I probably should have prepared more for it, and I definitely, it showed at the start. Like, it showed that I wasn't experienced and that I wasn't a pageant girl. My walk wasn't really up to standard, my speaking, that sort of thing, but then as the 3 weeks progressed, I like really worked hard on it, I put my mind to it, and then I kind of flourished into this thing that I didn't know existed. So it was really cool. Yeah, it was amazing.
That is so cool. Okay, so which of your outfits, because I've had a look at them all, which of your outfits was your favourite outfit during the whole process? I mean, I'm loving this dress tonight. Who are you wearing tonight?
Mango.
Very nice.
It's like I think it's an Australian brand. Yeah.
Very nice.
I might be wrong.
So which of your outfits was your favourite?
I don't know. I think there was so many. I actually didn't. When I left, I owned what, 3 dresses? 3 dresses. Yeah. So I had to go shopping a lot before I left. Yeah. Maria really kicked my A into G that time. But probably my favourite dress would have been the flowery one. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like long, flowery.
I saw it.
Yeah. I did like my long gown though. For
your
the
long gown with the red?
No, the green.
The green?
For the actual long gown competition. That was the preliminary rounds. That was in Boracay.
Gotcha.
And that was, sorry, it's so hard to remember. There was so much going on, but Yeah, that was probably my favourite dress.
Excellent, excellent. So looking at the newsfeed, there's a whole bunch of people watching. Hi, Socks, who's just just joined the stream tonight. Lovely to see you. Lots of great comments coming through. Russell, who is sitting here in our audience, just said go Cash, which is lovely. And he's also just said she's our first runner-up for Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand, competed in the Philippines last month. So, a big question about the Philippines. Was it your first time there?
Yes, it was.
And how was that experience? Have you been overseas before?
I actually went to Thailand this year with beautiful Brooke over there.
Oh yeah.
And 18 other girls. That was awesome. But the Philippines, oh my gosh, their values and their warmth was really similar to people in New Zealand. They were just so accommodating and like hospitable all the time. Literally everywhere I went, they were just so lovely. The food was really good. The beaches was amazing. I really had a really positive experience over there.
We love that. All right. Do we have some questions from the floor tonight? So we are live here in Parnell from Us On Restaurant. We've got a question from the floor tonight. Look at you guys. We've got this beautiful audience here, and they're all like this. Come on, you guys. What do you want to know? Do you want to know some gossip about the experience? Because, you know, it's all about you guys as well tonight. Eh? Yeah, what I want to know, Brooke Huia is here tonight, and she wants to know, what was it like being with all the other girls? So there were 46 women, is that correct?
42.
42.
Yes.
So what were they all like?
It was the craziest thing about the whole experience, and I said this last night to one of my friends, was that we were all from completely different planets, really. We had all been brought up in completely different countries, different cultures, and it's sure to clash sometimes. I mean, it was very, I thought it was going to be worse than what it was, and it was actually very peaceful. A lot of the girls were really lovely, we all worked it out, and we were all really sad to leave each other. It was actually quite emotional, and we didn't, at the start, or even towards the middle, we didn't think that it was going to have that effect on us, but it did. And yeah, it was very sad leaving them. We all established really special bonds, and we helped each other out a lot. We were very supportive of each other, and yeah, we wanted anyone to win, really. It was anyone's game, so yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so who was your favourite competitor?
My favourite competitor, oh gosh,
there's
a lot.
It's like choosing your favourite dish for dinner or your favourite child, right? But no, who is it?
I mean, there was a lot of girls. I really could say every single one of those girls was special in their own way. But definitely, probably Netherlands or Philippines was my favourite. Yeah, I roomed with the Netherlands. Yeah, and she was really cool. Me and her had a lot of commonality.
Very exciting. Well, thank you for that, Acacia. Now, if you are watching the stream tonight, and for you guys out here, we are excited to announce the official launch of the 2018 Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand competition. Really excited. The new website will be going live very shortly, which means if you are watching and you are interested and perhaps hitting that international stage in 2018 and representing New Zealand just like Acacia did over in, where is it going to be next year? Who knows?
Next year.
Next year?
50th anniversary in the Philippines.
The 50th anniversary is back in the Philippines. So if that sounds like something of interest to you, you'll be able to you can send a message right now through the official Facebook page for Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand, or very shortly that website will launch. We are so excited to see this pageant happening in New Zealand. Okay, so Acacia, what was your biggest lesson you learnt from going through this whole competition? What was the biggest thing you learnt?
I definitely think it was the key to success is in your head. It's really, you can really do anything you want if you just set your mind to it. If you have a dream or a goal, then just go for it and be persistent, and it'll happen eventually. It'll manifest into reality.
Oh, I love that. I think that deserves a round of applause for a great answer. Yeah, go New Zealand. This is exciting. Brooke Huia just said, oh, you want to know, Mon? I want to know all the gossip. Yeah, I do actually want to know all the gossip. Thank you. Nanette Carrillo, who is here tonight, exciting, just said, so happy for you, Keish. This is great. Jess Tyson has just come onto tonight's stream. Kia ora, beautiful. Kei te pihi a koe tēnei rā. Great to see you. And Socks has just said hi as well. Rebecca Brandon said, hi, K-Bear.
That's my mum.
Oh, kia ora to you. Gary Brandon also said, awesome, Keish.
That's my stepdad.
Oh, yeah, that's your stepdad. And Nick Barnes just said, so proud, girl.
Oh, that's one of my best friends.
Okay, so when you hear these comments coming through,
Yeah.
you know, how does that make you feel?
It's definitely probably one of the most rewarding feelings out of doing this whole thing is that they're proud of me. I think when I was younger I gave them a bit of a hard time, but it's all paid off now and they're really happy to see like what I've turned into as a woman and what I want to do as well, like what I want to do with the community and how I want to give back and things like that. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know, as a pageant girl you have to do a lot of charity work. So what are the charities you personally support?
Well, I was doing Variety, the children's charity, at the start of the year, which I still want to support, but after being in the Philippines, I really want to help the dogs. really want to help. I love people so much, but really the dogs got me. They really pulled my heartstrings. So me and my mum are putting together some ideas to really try and make a difference over there.
Wow, I didn't realise there was such a problem with animals over there with the dogs.
Well, it's so hard to talk about because like the positive almost overrides that, but I mean every country has their own problems, you know, politically, poverty, that sort of thing. So I don't know, it just really hit me in the heart when I saw, you know, the animals over there. So I just really want to help them. Like it's like ignited a fire in me. I just really want to do something.
Oh, we love that. We love that. I think that deserves another big woohoo. Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Now Hannah Maria McCabe, just say, hey beautiful, proud of you. And Maya Walker said so proud.
Oh Maya, hey Hannah. Thanks for joining.
Now, Jess Tyson just said, Kei te pai aho, so she's doing good tonight.
Oh, nice.
Aroha kia koutou, congratulations, beautiful Keish.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And see, this is what I love about live streaming, because we're able to have this conversation with you guys here and also everybody out there watching. It's awesome to have you guys on board. Now remember too, if you've got any questions for Keish, and hopefully we're going to get her to sing later on tonight too, just saying. If you've got any questions at all, send them through the news feed, because we are more than happy to shoot your questions over to Acacia and ask those questions on your behalf. Now, Reshma Soni Mandalia, hello to you, said, need lots of courage to represent the country in an international level, so keep it up. Good on you, Keish.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Excellent. It's great to see so many. And Tracy Marie Huia, who's also here with us tonight, has messaged in and said, so proud of you, Keish. You are tahua wahine. Cake the pie, cake the pie. All right. We've got you guys here. We've got this beautiful audience, the most attractive audience I've seen here today, I just have to say. I want to know, what do you guys want to know? This is your moment. Who's got a question? Nanette, have you got a question? Come on up, my gorgeous creature. We've got Nanette Carrillo coming up. And you get to ask. So first of all, Nanette, come over and snuggle Keish.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So first of all, Nanette, and I'm going to pass the microphone right in front of Keish here. Tell us a little bit about you and why you're here tonight.
Hello, I'm Nanette Carrillo. I'm the director of Street Children and Orphans Trust. And I met Keisha through Maricar because I was invited for a dinner. We had a dinner in their place one night. And then I actually saw her in Miss Universe, but not in close-up because we were watching from afar. So when I had a close-up met with her, I said, oh, wow, she's so beautiful.
She is, yeah.
And then, I said, oh, I think you're going to make it, Acacia. And then, and then I saw the news that she really, she's one of the favorites in the Philippines. And then I sent a message saying, Acacia, have you seen this article? Yeah. So I'm so happy for Acacia. And my question, I think you have asked it before, like what preparations have you done before the pageant? And I think I've heard the answer, right?
But because we've got new people on the stream, I think she should answer again.
So yes, I just want to know, how did you prepare for the event? And the second one is, what do you think is your edge over the other contestants?
A good question.
Yeah.
Okay, so my preparation was minimal until I got to the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's when the real hard work started. Really just being on stage, I kind of got thrown in the deep end and I just gave it my all. I just really worked hard and I was very observant as well. I was always watching how the girls were holding themselves, especially Miss Brazil. She was very well prepared for the competition, so I'm glad she won. But just observing girls like that and seeing, you know, how they were doing was really helpful, just because I'm quite an observant person. And the second question, I think, I was very surprised when I came to the place that I came. I was like, it didn't really make sense to me, but then now that I think about it, I think the reason I stood out was because I was myself. I was really myself.
Yeah.
Everything, like throughout the whole competition, I was myself. I know that I'm a nice person and I know that I have a good heart, and I think that showed on stage. And I am a bubbly person, like I'm very happy, and I think really that's that. And I practice my elegance. I think elegance is really important, and I think, yeah, the standards just met, and I was lucky, really, and the hard work and the luck really came together, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monique.
Thank you so much, Nanette. That's awesome question. And remember to send your questions through while we are live with Acacia tonight. We've got so many more comments coming through. Hello, Elizabeth York, who's watching. Shekinah de los Santos is watching tonight, and she's just said, "Hey, Kay, so sorry can't make it tonight, but I'm so proud of you and love you heaps."
Yes. I love Shekinah. She's always been so supportive. I love you.
And she's so pretty as well. She's so cute. Also, Nick Barnes said, Acacia girl, what was the most important thing you learnt in your 6 weeks whilst touring around the Philippines culturally and mentally? A great question.
I learnt a lot culturally. I mean, I got really involved into the Filipino culture. I gave it a good shot trying to learn Tagalog, and I gave it a good shot trying to learn Spanish as well, because I was roomed with Peru and Nicaragua and they couldn't speak English. So I really got my Google Translate on and my Duolingo, which is like a language learning app. And I tried everything, really. I gave everything a good go, including balot. It's lovely.
Sure,
and it's a fertilised duck egg. Yeah. And mentally, I really learnt the value of resilience. It's a hard thing to have in yourself, but everyone has it. But once you get put in that position, it really shows.
Yeah, a very good question. Good answer right there. We've got more questions. Clinton Manavelt, I hope I said that right, just said, well done, Keish. So you're going back to the Philippines soon for a One World music event and representing New Zealand for music. Tell us about that, Keish.
Yes, so in my first week of being in the Philippines, I was messaged by a man on Instagram, and he was asking me that if I wanted to sing here in February, and I thought, this is a bit weird. This is weird that just from one video, I didn't think that someone would put so much faith into me to really like be on a stage in front of thousands of people. But it actually turned out to be very legit, and I was very happy that it was legit. And so basically, after a little bit of a long process, I was selected to represent New Zealand in the Philippines again in February.
Wow.
So I'm doing
amazing.
Yeah, certain shows and singing, and I'm like, oh, like people that know me, I really want to be a singer and I'm really passionate about music. So to have that happen to me while I'm in the Philippines competing internationally was just like, I was lost for words. I felt very blessed. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That is so amazing. Yes, big round of applause for that one. Now, Casey also said, hey, Keish, looking Atahua, my niece, love the crown, must borrow it one night.
Of course you can.
Oh, we love this. Now, we've got a question from our live studio audience, or live restaurant audience here tonight. We have the gorgeous Miss Brooke Huia. She was runner-up in Miss Universe New Zealand 2017. Kia ora, girl. Kate Pia Queer.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a question for those who are probably wanting to join. What is your advice to all the girls that would want to join Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand?
Oh, nice.
Good question, Brooke. My advice would definitely be prepared. I do believe in luck, but I also more believe in hard work. It comes down to being really prepared. And just be yourself. Like, really just be yourself and make sure people can see that. Yeah.
Cool. Love that. Very nice, Brooke. Thank you very much, Brooke. A great A great question. I love seeing pageant girl asking pageant girl a question because you guys are you've got so much grace and you're so articulate. This is wonderful. Okay, some more messages coming through. First of all, Russell, who is sitting in the audience tonight, has said, who is your favourite Tito?
Tito Russell.
I have learned Tito is uncle, so they're asking who's your favourite uncle. And hello to everybody. So Russell also said hi Ian and Mikey. Hi Lay, did I say that right? Excellent. Lots of people watching tonight. So good to see you guys. And remember too, while we are live here in Aswan Restaurant in Parnell, you guys can ask questions with Acacia Walker. So we have charted Acacia's journey and we've actually found all the video footage of your key moments during the pageant.
Oh no.
Everybody in the restaurant won't get to see it, but you will get to see it on the Facebook page. So we're going to show this to you guys first. Nobody else in the world has seen this yet. Here's every moment that Acacia shone on the international stage. Let's take a look right now.
Acacia Walker, New Zealand!
New Zealand, Acacia Walker. Nicaragua.
Say welcome to New Zealand! Our 8th candidate,
New Zealand.
New Zealand! Come is Miss New Zealand.
Right here, in between this host sandwich. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good. That music made me really want to dance.
Did it? What is it playing?
Very upbeat.
Very upbeat. Okay, all right. Not elevator music.
Sorry?
Not elevator music.
No, thank God.
Yes, thank God. All right. Here's your question. Do you think the advocacy of fostering love, appreciation, and unity in diversity is relevant in this day and age? Why or why not?
Oh, 100%. When you think about people and differences, you see that that is why there is, war and things like that happening in the world. So if we could really just learn to appreciate each other and accept that we're all different in our own way, then maybe we wouldn't have those sort of things happening in the world. Thank you.
Miss New Zealand, thank you.
Brazil! Which of course makes our first runner-up Miss New Zealand.
And there you go. That was her exciting moment. Yeah. So exciting. Now, if you think Acacia is a shapeshifter, look at what she's done right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is Leo Fernandez, and he is the chef here at Azon Restaurant. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's Azon.
Azon. Now, congratulations, first of all, because we are amongst celebrities tonight. Not only do we have amazing, beautiful pageant women here, we've got business owners, and we have this guy who was the runner-up in the final season of MasterChef New Zealand. Oh my God. So, Leo, you know what it's like to be in a high-pressure situation just like a pageant. What was MasterChef really like for you?
Oh, I think it's words can actually explain how I actually felt during the competition. But I think Acacia also knew what it is like to be in sort of like pressure and representing sort of something. Of course, Acacia representing New Zealand and me also representing the heritage that I come from, which is the Philippines. So it's a little bit of a pressure for me also representing the Filipino group of New Zealand. So, but it's always been sort of like a very good experience for me also. So, yeah.
Excellent. Philippines represent on MasterChef. All right. So I know, having worked with many of the MasterChef judges and many celebrity chefs myself, one thing that people ask me all the time is, what were those judges actually like? You can be honest.
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, you're allowed to say.
Yeah, no, but anyway, because we can't really hang out with them too much because they're not allowed to patronize, as they say. So we don't really have time to talk to them and stuff like that. But in saying that, they're actually quite really good people. I mean, I think, but they've been really, really helpful. And, all throughout the stages of the competition, they're always giving us ideas and sort of like helping us out to improve on, especially in different aspects of our skills and stuff like that. So they've been really, really helpful.
So who was your favourite?
Am I allowed to say it?
You're allowed to say. You're allowed to say. When the female competitors that I've worked with before, they all, a lot of them choose Josh, to be fair, because he's quite handsome. Mate Josh. A lot of them loved Ray because they love his good knowledge. And then people love Simon, and I know they were part of the seasons before yours, but they love Simon because he's such an entertainer. So out of the 3 judges in your year with MasterChef, who was your favourite?
I think during my season, I think I'd go with, all of them, in all honesty, but they're
You're very diplomatic.
Yeah, I'm very diplomatic, but I think Al Brown, I think it's a very good personality, and I think it's sort of like a bloke that I could basically relate, myself.
Yeah.
And Josh is also a good one because he's into his sweet stuff, and I am a sweet tooth person, so. And also Mark, even is pretty quiet, but he's sort of like giving us ideas and help us out anyway, and he's very helpful also.
So technically, they're all your favourite.
Yeah, Mark is pretty much next door to me, so close.
So shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now before we grab another guest up here, I just want to know, preparing for any competition takes a lot of stamina. It takes a lot of research and preparation. Whether you're wanting to represent New Zealand on the international stage or enter a high-pressure competition like MasterChef. So what would be your final words for anybody watching, whether they want to do either competition? What should they do to prepare for a competition that's loaded with pressure like this?
Well, just like the name of the restaurant, the name of the restaurant is Azon, which is short for Corazon, which in Spanish is called heart. And since when I auditioned for MasterChef, it has always been my my motto to stick to the roots and cook from the heart. So basically, just be yourself, and you know what I mean. The fact that you represent something wholeheartedly, I mean, it's gonna be that's enough, I think, for me, because it's just gonna be you. It will represent the total you. You know what I mean? So you gain all that confidence and stuff like that because you are pretty much backing, your heritage and culture and the true you.
I love it. I think that deserves a big round of applause. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, you're going to pass the microphone on to our next guest, which is sitting just off camera here, to Clinton, if you could do that. And thank you so much for joining us in the hot seat tonight here at Azon Restaurant. Woohoo!
Thank you very much. Before anything else, I would like to shout out. Thank you very much, guys, for choosing us on. And I really appreciate it. In behalf of the whole team, can't say like thank you enough for the opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome, we love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, questions coming in. There are so many of you guys watching tonight's stream. Remember, while we are live, we're going to get Acacia back up very shortly. We've got a couple more interviews to come, including you will get to meet... Oh, I just got told not to touch the computer. It's all very technical. It's all going on tonight, but I'm just checking the news stream. We've got the pageant directors of the newest pageant that's about to launch here in New Zealand. In the meantime, we have lovely Clinton on the hot seat tonight. Now, Clinton, there's a bit of a story. If you've been watching the stream before, you've probably heard that Acacia will be heading back to the Philippines to sing and represent New Zealand. And this is the scout that discovered her. Kia ora, Clinton.
Hi there, kia ora. So I had no idea that Cash was a beauty pageant queen. That was the first thing.
Surprise.
So it was my surprise. So I'm part of an organization called One World Music. And we basically, my main job as music director is to scout for talent around the world. And what we do at One World Music is we showcase basically talent from different countries at the biggest hot air balloon festival that happens in Asia.
Wow.
About 120,000 people come every year. It's been running for about 22 years. So this year I took Nisa Collins from X Factor with me. I took a few other singers, Miss Nilla from New Zealand, and we brought in a few artists from Africa, an OPM star currently in the Philippines called Moses Akor. So people from different
cultures.
Countries. And this year we were deciding on who should we bring from New Zealand this year. And in fact, we had already earmarked 3 artists. And I was on Facebook, and I was sitting and I saw somebody from the parachute band, Omega, and saw this girl singing. And right there, I mean, basically it was 10 seconds and it was like, whoa.
There she
is. This is the singer. And I contacted Keish. I had no idea actually that she was actually in the Philippines. So that was the first thing. And then she then got Maria from
Miss Asia Pacific.
Call me. And Maria cross-questioned me, you know. But yeah, so the first, it's great that she's coming over. So Keish is coming over to this event in February, and it's something else. Gates open at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
It's an experience that I encourage everybody to do.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so we look forward to having her represent New Zealand.
Woo-hoo! Okay, so Clinton, where can people find out more about this festival and how can people get involved? So if you are a muso out there and you perhaps want to be part of this festival, if you want to go and see all the hot air balloons, how can people find out more?
Right, the actual, we've got a Facebook page called One World Music. It's an organization. Then there's also you could just Google the Philippine Hot Air Balloon Fest.net. It's a website that they can go to. So we currently have closed our artists for 2018, but we will be looking for artists for 2019.
Oh.
And also One World Music, it's the second year that we are in the Philippines, but however, we are also doing events in South Africa, in New Zealand, in the US, and we also are talking about Korea.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, Clinton, that is awesome, and you have chosen a wonderful ambassador for New Zealand. So congratulations to you. And remember, find that Facebook page and check them out online. You can Google them to find out more. Clinton, congratulations. What an awesome sounding event. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Awesome. Now, we've got 2 very special guests coming up before we finish with Acacia. Our next 2 guests are, in fact, the pageant directors for Miss Asia Pacific International. We've got Dwayne and Maria coming up here right now. And I'm going to grab my microphone. And All right, thanks for bearing with us for a moment there. It's great to see you guys on the stream tonight. We are having such a great time here in Parnell and Auckland. Yay! Everybody's getting a bit tired of cheering now. We need more food and more wine, I think. Yeah. But before we finish up tonight, we have the two most important people from the pageant tonight, apart from Acacia, of course. She's the other one. This is Maria and Dwayne. They are the pageant directors.
Thank you.
Maria, how are you feeling tonight?
Nervous.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Now you know what it's like to be on the international stage.
Yes.
Now you know how Acacia felt. And Dwayne, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm so happy.
You are about the cutest thing I think I've ever met. Oh.
You're telling the truth.
Yeah, that's right. I never lie. Anyway, I want to find out from you guys, you know, you nominated Keish to go to this year's pageant. What qualities were you looking for when it came to nominating somebody to go overseas? It's a big question, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, the first instance that I saw Acacia was during the initial
meet and greet
of Miss Universe New Zealand. And she has a French. And I said, oh, this girl has a French. She's the only one who has French. And I saw her eyes, and I saw her eyes, and I said, oh, she is really, really lovely. I haven't talked to her. I haven't met her in any way. And then, I said, oh, okay, I think she has the potential of doing pageants in the international scene. So that's the reason why during the Miss Universe New Zealand time, I was so grateful to be part of it. And then I saw again Acacia wearing a gown and strutting the catwalk. And I saw her and I said, oh, okay, I think I just need to approach her and just ask her if she's willing to give it a go and make sure that she will have that chance to be in the international scene. So that's why I said yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Dwayne.
Same with Maria.
No, you shout, my friend. Here's the microphone.
The first time I saw Acacia was during the meet and greet of Miss Universe as well. We're supporting another candidate that time, but then when I saw her, oh, she's one of the
prettiest,
the special ones.
Yeah, the competitor of the one that we are supporting. So I said, oh, this girl is really standout. And then when we decided to look for a candidate, so it's Maria who chose Acacia. I said, oh, okay, because Acacia is in my top 4 during the Miss Universe pageant.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah. So I said, oh, okay, we can get her, but we need to transform her. Because she's a typical Kiwi girl. She's a typical Kiwi girl who doesn't comb her hair, doesn't fix her hair.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, she's like that, and very in Filipino we call it cowboy. It means very rugged, very manly, boyish, like that.
So boyish.
If you see her, especially during the first meeting, she was wearing these jeans and her hair is so curly and but yeah, during the photo shoot, it's totally different. If you saw the first photo shoot of Acacia, you will see the difference between Acacia original and Acacia 2.0 version.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool. Now, both Maria and Dwayne have been involved in a number of pageants as support crew. They've run events to support many of the pageant competitors over the last few years. You guys have been involved with Philippine Airlines. You've been involved with lots of work happening in the Philippines as well. Now, Philippines has a very strong pageant culture, and I know, Dwayne, you're very involved with actually transforming these women and teaching them. You've even worked with me, teaching me how to pose. Recently, when I was in India, I had so many people asking me, how do you know how to pose like that? I'm like, it's Dwayne.
Go, Dwayne!
So I want to know, Dwayne, can you show everybody a couple of tips on how to pose?
I'm going to give you the floor, Dwayne.
Oh, no, you don't have to. Just stay. Well, okay. Actually, the first thing you have to do is find your angle.
Yeah.
So because everybody, each one of us have the best angle, so you have to choose your best angle. Look at the mirror and then choose your angle. Like if your angle is on the right, always pose on the right. If your angle is on the left, always. My one is always on the right. Plus, if you focus on the cheekbone, you should because it makes you look slimmer. So you have to, for the girls, you have to contour your face. I keep on telling Acacia, your makeup should be contoured, especially when you are in the camera.
So true, so true.
And the posing, of course, I always tell the girls that I teach them to show the angle of your body. So you better butt out, chest out, chin up, and show the curve.
Show the curve.
Show the curve.
I'm a natural.
Yes.
All right, and finally, Maria, a question for you. Now, Miss Asia Pacific, everything that you've got planned for that pageant here in New Zealand is a little bit different from previous pageants. So, first of all, are we allowed to talk officially about the titles?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
So that's where you'll notice I used the plural there. Do you want to do the official announcement? Because it's more than just Asia Pacific International. Go, Maria.
So basically, when we are going to launch 2018 Miss Asia Pacific International, we will have 2 winners. One is Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand, she will be competing in the Philippines. And the other one is Miss Multinational New Zealand, which she will be competing in India. So 2 titles,
2 crowns,
2 crowns, 2 winners, and they will have the most, amazing journey for the next year with the help of Acacia.
Yes, and I'm so excited. And seriously, to be able to take a beautiful part of New Zealand to those international stages, I've done it myself, I've just been in India representing New Zealand, talking about how amazing our country is. It is a huge honour, and if you want to be part of that journey, make sure you throw a like on the Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand Facebook page. Keep in touch, send the team a message, and if you want to find out more, that website will be launching very, very soon. I can see there's so many of you guys on the stream tonight as well. Thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for doing such a wonderful job. You're going to see more about the pageant coming up very soon. In the meantime, we're going to bring Acacia back for the final remarks, and I'm going to steal this microphone off you right now. Thank you, Maria. And
thank you.
Thanks, Monique.
All right, now finally, before we go, so many people have been watching. Sarah Diamond Broderick is watching. We love her as well. She's great. Carlos Wilkie's watching. Maria, who was just on camera, was watching herself. That's always fabulous. We do want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of tonight's stream. It's really wonderful to have you guys on board. If I've missed your questions tonight, I am so very sorry, but thank you so much for being part of it. And remember, whether you're watching on your fixed TV or you're watching on the official Miss Asia Pacific International page, send your questions and your comments through. And remember to share this video, because we want loads of competitors competing for the titles that are on offer for 2018. So Acacia, before we finish up tonight, have you got any parting words for anyone who is ready to take the stage for Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand?
I think everyone should live their lives by taking every opportunity that they can. And if they've come across this pageant, I really think they should give it a go. It's good for self-development. It's good for your own confidence. It's not just about winning. It's about meeting new people, experiencing different things, being uncomfortable and growing from it. Those sort of things are important as well as winning. So give it a go. Don't be scared.
Yeah. I love that. So before we head away tonight, I'm Monique Bradley for Your Fix TV. I'd like to introduce you to my co-creator and co-host coming up for the 2018 pageant. This is Mr. Pete Ward, the man of the moment. Now, Pete, I know you've got a special involvement with the pageant as a role model and ambassador. So, you know, obviously you're one of the media directors for the pageant. But tell me, what's your story with wanting to be part of the show as well?
Okay, the reason I'm involved in this is that I have children, and I have a daughter, and what I want for her is to grow up in a world that accepts everybody for who they are, no matter what they look like, no matter what they want to achieve, and I want to give them a platform for that, because I want them to not only be body positive, I want them to be mental positive as well. So I want everybody, every single girl to grow up in the world, well, if I could, that would be my big dream, every girl to grow up with the best mental attitude about who they are and what they stand for, because that would make the world a better place. And while I'm at it, I want boys to do that too.
Yes! Yeah! So true. Thank you so much, Pete.
Thank you.
Well, it is time for us to head away. Thank you guys so much for being part of the stream. Thank you all for being part of tonight's show as well. It is lovely being here with you all. Thank you to the lovely team at Arzon Restaurant. It is a real honour to be here. And Acacia, congratulations. We are all so immensely proud of you. Thank you for representing New Zealand, and thank you for the killer kick-ass speech you did with answering your question on the international stage. You kept it real. You brought a bit of New Zealand to that stage, and best of all, you helped spread that message of diversity and acceptance. And that, for me, is what pageantry is all about. Yes. Thank you, Acacia. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. And thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm Monique Bradley for Your Fix TV. Thank you for watching. And remember, please look after yourself, love one another, and remember, it's all about lifting each other up. Go and do great work in the world. Ka kite anō, e no hora. See you next time. Bye.
New Zealand, Akasha Walker. Nicaragua.
Say welcome to New Zealand. Our 8th candidate.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Come is Miss New Zealand.
Right here, in between this host sandwich. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good. That music made me really want to dance.
Did it? What is it playing?
Very upbeat.
Very upbeat. Okay, all right. Not elevator music.
Sorry?
Not elevator music.
No, thank God.
Yes, thank God. All right. Here's your question. Do you think the advocacy of fostering love, appreciation, and unity in diversity is relevant in this day and age? Why or why not?
Oh, 100%. When you think about people and differences, you see that that is why there is, war and things like that happening in the world. So if we could really just learn to appreciate each other and accept that we're all different in our own way, then maybe we wouldn't have those sort of things happening in the world. Thank you.
Miss New Zealand, thank you.
Brazil! which of course makes our first runner-up Miss New Zealand.